Welcome to this improv live for you. I've been, I was I've been tapping into the desire of connecting here in this group or in YouTube because after we're going to upload these on YouTube and share. Now, I was thinking, something that would support you. And I also have something very special. I don't know if you can see in the background. Can you see? It's like talk about things that perhaps are always there around you, but you don't notice, right? So this is something that I've been working on. You probably notice now that I point out. So I'm gonna make pieces like this amazing. Let me put it back. So you push back. So this is, I'm in my pool and this whole house like it's built around rocks, right? So you have this coolest rock up here, and this rock goes down all the way. And when we move here, this space is like a little triangle there, and like I always thought that's gonna be a place for a Ganesha one day. And then so I found my baby. I have to prop him up, and so basically I haven't finished. I just started gathering some. I put a favorite crystal there, and I order a lot of those white rocks, but they haven't arrived yet. Those are just some that I had around my house. So, and I dress him with beautiful crystals on his crown. So those are selenites and also citrine. So in the back, I wanted to have like some like a wall of green, right? Some green plants. So I'm just I brought him in and now I'm like filling in. And so the reason that I wanted to do this live here, well, number one, because it's nice, bright out. It's about 5:20 here in Brazil. So we are, that time where around 6:30 is when it gets dark. And depending on the day, you have a beautiful show here. Sometimes it's orange, sometimes it's, like the purple hue. And each day it's a gift. The view that we got to enjoy. Today looks like it's gonna rain very soon, but it's like, let me show you. So see, it's kind of like looks this side looks like it's gonna rain, and over there looks like it's opening, right? But isn't that a nice a nice metaphor for life that sometimes is there, right? What I'm looking here. Sometimes we have like this most amazing hue colors, and each day it has its own beauty. Even though today there is some dark clouds, you can see, I don't know if you can see from the video, but I can see the sun hitting on the top of the clouds. There is this wall of clouds coming all above all the sea and the buildings. So many times, that's the metaphor that I wanted to share. So many times in life, we are looking at what is in front of us, yet there is a beautiful rainbow right behind. There is a beautiful, there is always these colors. And so many times we are so in the middle of whatever is going on in our lives that we can't see further, right? So that's why the theme today, we're going to do a reading. I already drew some cards for you. But the theme of today, I wanted to, be with you in the present. The first time that I'm sharing this beautiful Ganesha that we call, right? We materialize here in our house while it's in construction, while we are, organizing the space and the environment around, even though I already see this something green behind, perhaps bamboos, perhaps there is a plant that we call like trepadeira. So that is so like this is like a tropical country, so there is a lot of green, a lot of water, a lot of these beautiful nature resources available for us for to create. And look at this, like this rock. This is actually a moss that is growing on the rock, and some rocks here, they're so old that you know, like different plants coming out of it, and it's just this beautiful mess, yet it's beautiful. Um, the trees, like sometimes there is orchids on it, there is like bromeliads and like all these kinds of different trees like wrapping around it. It's just so beautiful seeing it all together, right? So this whole energy speaks about partnership, speaks about um, full life, this lush and bountiful, and that's all um, what I wanted to bring it to you today on this life. So I want to extend my love to you wherever you are in the world, and inspired in the Ganesha, I'm doing a reading for you. There are three cards that I drew for you, right? I didn't chose, they are divine aligned, called for you. And I want you to think about whatever is going on in your life. I know all of us have so much going on nowadays, and there is so much that that happens in the unseen, right? I've been experiencing, this was a very interesting week because all the plans that I had for this week all went to down the drain when our driver car broke, so he couldn't drive our children, and we live in the top of the mountain, so it's kind of like a process to go from here to their school, and literally it takes us 5 hours of our day driving because we gotta drive one in the morning and then drive the other child in the afternoon, pick up the other child because they are in two different school. So, anyways, we gotta go like back and forth like 3 times throughout the day. It's like it literally throws your day off, right? So, but so many times there are things that happen in our life, and I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes you have your plan, right? And then life throws you a curveball, and either you swing with it and do the best you can, or you just throw your hands up and you give up, or you know, start blaming someone else or whatever, right? Instead of just really receive. And I was actually talking about that today in a session. So there is a difference between the receiving and just like receiving but not really receiving, and the really receiving it, really holding that stand, that powerful pose of knowingness, that sometimes you know the things will happen, the environment, there are things in your environment that you cannot control. However, you get to choose to always see yourself and the opportunities as an opportunity, everything that is happening an opportunity for you, for to grow, to expand, and to learn more about yourself, about life, about what's going on, right? So that's the invitation that I have for you for today. I want you to think about a particular situation that it's happening for you that, you know, perhaps is connected to the environment or connected to something that it feels um, that you perhaps have no control of it, or something that it could be also something like you have a desire, but you're not seeing the path through. And Ganesha, it's the pathway opener, right? So let's invite this powerful archetype of Ganesha to bring you the message that you most needed to hear today. So very quickly, close your eyes, take a moment and think about a particular situation in your life. And just hold yourself in love, in power. Hold anyone involved in this situation in your highest, in your highest intent. And then ask the sacred codes what message that is for me today. And let it come to you one of the three numbers, 1, 2, or 3. Just notice which one has a stronger vibration for you. So we got number 1, number 2, and number 3. Here you go. So here are them together, number 1, 2, or 3. And so if you don't know yet which one is yours, fill into the 3 cards and choose one. And once you do, comment below which one that came to you. And so I'm just looking at the right order. This was first. So the first one, if you chose number 1, is this beautiful sacred codes, which is the sacred codes expansion. Expansion. So this crystal grid brings you the energy of expansion. If you thinking about expanding, or if you are in the moment of, like sometimes we may be going through a dip because you are getting power through to go up higher than ever, right? So sometimes when things don't go away, you may feel like you're going down, but you're actually just getting energy to go up, right? So this is the message for you. Growth is imminent. However, this oracle brings a warning. As you pass through big expansion transitions, your ego may attract some not pleasant situations. And those are the moments that define you or define what could happen. When something comes, right, and distracts you or takes you off your path or whatever that is, right? Trust that this energy is necessary to shake things up. And after the storm, you'll get the blue skies of expansion. So the reason that I'm sharing this is that so many people, one thing go wrong and they throw their hands to the air and they're like, it's all over and like gone, right? And the message here is, if that's you, what if this time you take it at a different path? What if this time you just look at the little hiccups, the little rocks that show up in your path and say, thank you. Thank you for this redirection. Because after those redirections, they help you to stay in course. They help you to get clear. Take a moment, get back into alignment and keep moving forward, right? So this is the message for you. Stay on your path, trust, forgive, let go, be open to the expansion and grow with it. And see the beauty within every situation that you go through. At the end of life, when we look back, we're not gonna, worry about the little things. We're gonna ask, did we live? Did we love? Did we allow ourselves to be loved and to be received and to be accepted? That's what really matters, right? So be open to receive much more than your mind thinks you can receive. This grid can also support you to be in alignment and gratitude with the present situation. So remember, what you focus on is going to expand. So in the days to come, be extra attentive to your thoughts and your feelings as to what do you want it to feel, and think your expansion can be supported. So if you look at something that happened and you start blaming yourself or start, oh, poor me, or because we can all go there, but you lose power, you lose strength. So the tougher it gets, the more important it is to lean in gratitude, to lean in presence. A beautiful bird just passed by. So this is the message for the sacred codes number 1. And now a little disclaimer. When I went to get the number 2, I also got the planetary activator. So I am going to read both for you. And first, the planetary activator for those of you that chose number 2 is Saturn. So Saturn brings that powerful invitation to organization, to get your thoughts in order, get your focus in order, and set the structures necessary to bring forth what you needed to bring forth. So just a little add-on for those of you that chose number 2. And the sacred code is one of my favorites, is the diamond. This crystal grid comes to your life to support you in acknowledging all that you are. Diamonds are quite ordinary at first glance, but the true beauty as jewels is only revealed through the cutting and polishing process. And I have a strong feeling that all that come to me that come to me in a sense of show up in my world is because we grew up in a place where we probably were not seen as the diamond that we are, right? So there is something very interesting that happens when you actually pull away all those judgments and projections and manipulations from other people that did not had the time to heal themselves, that just throw all that stuff at you, right? So you may have not experienced people seeing the diamond that you truly are, but you came to this world with a clear purpose to be this diamond. And the experience that you have lived have been part of the cutting and shining process. So when you do not understand that everything that you have experienced, both the joy and the suffering, has been for your benefit, for you, you naturally move into victim mode. So give yourself the grace of just whenever you look back, just bless it all. Bless it all, and especially honor yourself. Honor all that you are, and know that you're perfectly exactly as you are. This is the message from number 2. And then the final message is for you that chose number 3. Number 3 is the seeds of transformation. And I love that because that's what this space here is. It's a seed of what is to come. And I can already see the green behind and all the white rocks, perhaps some other plants there, right? So when you can think, when you can visualize visualization starts inside your mind. What's your desire? So the more you connect to that energy, the more opportunities show up for you, right? So the message from this, for those of you that chose number 3, is seeds of transformation. This crystal grid brings you the energy of new seeds of transformation, preparing you for new experiences. Each challenge is an opportunity to let go of old ideas and be ready for new doors to open. Know that everything that you have been planting is now ready to break the soil. This grid also reminds you of the importance of remembering to notice more deeply what is happening when you think that nothing is happening. We all have the tendency to not see our progress. I believe it was Einstein that said that a mind, once a mind expands, it can never go back. It can unexpand, right? But we humans, we have the bad habit, let's call it bad habit, to look back and like, oh, but I used to be that, like oh, whatever. Now it's different. So now starts the rest of your life. So what do you choose to hold as the thoughts that you're going to have inside your mind? What do you choose to make of what's happening in your life? There is always an opportunity to look at the polarity and look at the polarity that is the most beneficial for your soul's growth, for your alignment, for getting closer and closer to the truth. The life is always working out for you. Even when you think it's not, it's always working out. And thinking, paying attention in your thoughts, taking advantage of gratitude, deepen the gratitude day by day can change completely what you see around in a very short period of time. So know that everything that you've been planting is now ready to break the soil. This is a great, great omen that it's coming. It's coming. Keep it moving forward. And also a reminder that whenever you're very close, that's when those little hiccups that we are talking about could show up. So remember that. Fear is just code for go ahead. to go ahead. I love you. I'm looking forward to see you in our next video, our next opportunity. By the way, there's going to be something very exciting, not this Saturday, the following Saturday. But due to the many things that happened this week, we could not get it ready. So I am fully owning the diamond that I am and everything that is happening and loving everything. But stay tuned that very soon there will be a very special invitation for Powerful Masterclass that is going to happen on the 16th on Saturday. It's going to make a nice Saturday that most people are home. So we're going to make something very, very special. So stay tuned. I'm going to send an email. Make sure to be opening your email so you can be invited for it. It's going to be very, very special. I love you and I'll see you soon. Take care.